Hi guys, welcome to Worth Living. My name is Kamo and my wife isn't here today. She's busy building. She's a builder. You know, we used to call each other General back in the days when we were in college ministry. Yeah, we used to call each other General. So the General is busy building. She's not here. Yeah, she's a builder. We are builders, and that's what I want to talk about today. Building. How many of you know the song Bob the Builder? Bob the Builder. For those of you who have kids, you probably know the song. Okay, so I want to talk about the wisdom of building. All right. I think, everybody knows that building, one way or another, you will do it at some point in your life, either to buy property or to actually start a project where you are building your house, or you are building your business. But I want to talk particularly about building property, right? Either for you as a person to live in or to make money out of it, right? Because property is an asset in the sense that it's you have accommodation, or you have a house that you call your own, without renting, right? Or you can see it as a way to make money, right? So rental property or investing in property, like we were talking about, different ways of investing your money. And we said property is one of the best ways to invest. There's a famous pastor that I like. He talks about this a lot, right? And he has built so many churches under his church. Bishop Howard Mills. He's a builder. He believes in building, and wherever they set up a church, within a few years, they set up a structure that is owned by the church, right? And that's how he has seen the wisdom of building working for him and his ministry, right? And they don't struggle. After they build, the church has property. The church doesn't put money in rental expenditure. As soon as they find land, they build. And that is the wisdom in building. The Bible talks about Christ building his church. It's because real estate is one of the basic needs for us human beings, right? So because it's a basic need, there's really high demand for it. Okay. And I know one of the things that, I've seen a lot of people my age perceiving building as is, something that you do later when you have accumulated a certain amount of money. But again, as you know, we like, breaking these stereotypes, because that's what they are. They are stereotypes. They are things that we've believed in for a long time, right? Building can be done from any age. We're talking about investing in shares from an earlier age. So building works in the same way. You start, in Botswana, it's very easy. I know sometimes it doesn't work as fast as some people would like for it to be, but in Botswana, everyone is eligible for a plot of land at some point in their life, right? That is given for free. And if one is able to buy, land is still very cheap in Botswana, even though it's a very valuable asset, right? So when I talk about the wisdom of building, right, it's something that I don't have to explain much. But the truth is, the earlier you start, the better, right? Because you never know when you'll be able to have a certain amount of money to build a house. Like some people that I've seen when they retire, they build a house within 3 weeks and it's complete. People that have saved, or when someone retires. And the unfortunate thing is that for some of them who retire and only start building then, or when they're about to retire, the problem that I've seen around in Botswana is, someone will get a package, then they'll set a very big foundation, right? A gentleman by the name Mohomotsi France calls it Mohahamola, right? So a big house, right? So you set up a very big foundation, and unfortunately, what happens is people, there's a sense that people, set up a big foundation so that they can prove that they can build, right? So you do a very big foundation, and as I said, unfortunately, you're not able to complete because there's not proper planning that went into it. There was also the issue of time, wanting to finish something in a short period of time. Whereas if you had started earlier, you'd be getting a package while your house is probably halfway done, right? So meaning, whatever amount of money you have is just to finish it up, right? So I believe that the solution is to build early. And it doesn't matter how many years you take. I mean, our house that we're building in the village, I sometimes regret that we actually did a big foundation. But at the same time, the idea is that we'll never build again in that plot of land, right? So we've started building it since 2016. Today is the 3rd of April 2022, right? But the house is almost complete. In fact, it's complete. All these years. So we've been building it, taking time really. And whenever we find money, we put aside money to build. That is the wisdom of building. Building requires a lot of capital. So time is your other asset that you need to invest in the sense that you start early and capitalize on time that you have to build, right? Rather than trying to save, which doesn't always work, right? Because you end up taking money somewhere else. Not all of us can actually save to build a house because things always come up, right? But if you can, well and good, but it's quite risky. You can find that you've spent 10 years saving and then you end up using that money to do something else, or the money keeps going somewhere and you find that time is gone and you haven't built, right? So whatever amount you get, put it into the project, okay? Buy land, build. That is the wisdom of building. There's a group of people in Botswana who are really in the bracket of low-income earners, right? I know a good example is ladies who sell agwinya, or they work as a cleaner, or She works as a gardener or a caterer, right? A lot of those ladies, we've seen them building big houses with the little amount that they have, right? They build houses. People who earn 10 times that don't build houses. And that is not wisdom. So wisdom is putting money aside and doing something in terms of building. Then you'll be set in the future. You will not regret it. You will not regret it because you capitalize on time. The little that you have, you put it aside to build. Soon or later, you'll be somewhere. So, ladies and gentlemen, go and build. I mean, I'm sitting in Dubai, right? Apparently, about 50 years back, this place was just a desert. And where I'm sitting now is towards the end of the city. But you realize that there is like very high skyscrapers everywhere because someone had the wisdom of building. They had the wisdom of investing in property. Look where the city is now. It's like the central hub of business between Europe and Asia and Africa. And this place in 10 years' time, it will take over a lot of, hotspot cities around the world, if it hasn't already. So, wisdom in building, you can never go wrong. So let us build. I think we have an opportunity as Botswana, as Africans, to build our continent. And we don't lack anything. I don't think we lack anything to be a continent that controls the whole world. I know I'm being ambitious, but we don't lack anything. And it starts with you. Implement your wisdom, the wisdom that you have about building. Because a lot of us know, we know that, building is an asset, man. It's an investment that only grows, right? Except in certain instances. But if there's a crash, it's only a matter of time, then property gets back on its feet. So let's go and build. If you have a plot of land, 5 bricks a week make 20 bricks a month. And 20 bricks a month make 240 bricks. And I can tell you that's progress. That's progress. So let's build, guys. There's always wisdom in building. Always. There's always wisdom in building because whenever you don't want the property, there's always someone who wants it. Whenever you want to turn property into a business property from residential, it's always possible, And, there's a lot of opportunities and, initiations that the government gives for people to turn their residential, certain parts of their residential property into commercial and can perform business activities in the same property that they live in. These opportunities, we must take advantage of them and build our country, build our continent, build our world. Thank you, guys. That's what I wanted to share with you, really. when you visit certain places, you really see the wisdom. It's evident everywhere, you know, and it can happen in your life as well, you know. You can have good things in your life. You can have the Dubai in your life, you know. If you only start and build and invest your money in, you know, real estate, among other things, right? Just want to focus on real estate, or, you know, even a simple thing like building your own house, you know, turning your plot of land into some kind of structure and then adding on to that and adding on to that every other year. It's always value going up. So think about it, guys. Never look at how much you have and underestimate it, right? Always think about what is it that you can get in the meantime with what you have to you know, to make some progress in building. I tell you, you will thank me. Okay, guys. I hope I've got the message out there, you know. I hope I've got the message out there for you to build. And in fact, for some of us, we enjoy it while we are doing it, right? I'm a builder. I always tell people that I built my own house. Okay, when people see me on my day job, they don't believe that I can take a brick and lay it on top of another. And it's something that I just enjoy working with my hands. And it works for me. And I understand some of you don't do that. It's not a thing for you. And that's okay. You know that your strength will be to give someone money to do it, you know. At the end of the day, you want to build. And I hope and actually know that you agree with me that building is wisdom, always. So thank you so much, guys. We'll chat more about this. Remember to subscribe. Remember to share this video and let us know your comments. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.